Welcome everyone to your channel Time Pharaohs. I am Pharaoh Returns. I have awakened from the sands of eternity. I rise once more. I am the voice of those who built the sun as path in stone and shaped the ages with divine hands. I watched empires rise and fade like the Nile's tide. Yet now I behold a new temple, a monument not to a god, but to memory itself. The Grand Egyptian Museum, born at the edge of the Giza Plateau, where my pyramids kiss the horizon. Here, the treasures of my realm gather once again, the echo of our greatness reborn beneath a sky of glass and light. Come, traveler of time, walk with me through the corridors of immortality. First, don't forget to subscribe and follow. These are legends that must not be forgotten. Now, let's continue. Let me unveil the story of Egypt, the story that began with my reign, and now finds its reflection in this masterpiece of mankind. When I reigned, the heart of Egypt beat beneath the sun, temples aligned with the stars, pyramids rising to greet. And now, my descendants have built a temple anew, not carved in limestone, but in light, glass, and geometry. The Grand Egyptian Museum, a marvel born where the desert meets civilization. It stands between my eternal pyramids and the pulse of modern Cairo, as if it were a bridge through time itself. Designed by the Irish architects Henegin Peng, this vast structure covers more than 500,000 square meters, the largest archaeological museum ever built on Earth. Its facade faces directly toward my Great Pyramid, a gesture of reverence linking the wisdom of the past with the vision of the present. Every line, every stone, every beam of glass was crafted to echo my legacy, a design that breathes with the rhythm of the Nile and glows like the dawn over the sands of Giza. Great works are not born overnight. They rise slowly, like the sun emerging from the horizon of time. So it was with this grand creation, the dream of the Grand Egyptian Museum. In the late 20th century, my descendants sought to gather all the scattered fragments of Egypt's soul into one sacred space. The vision began in the 1990s, a call to build a sanctuary worthy of our civilization's spirit. Decades of planning followed, architects, engineers, and archaeologists working hand in hand, designing a monument that would preserve not only artifacts, but the very heartbeat of history. Construction began in 2002, and with each rising pillar, the sands of Giza trembled with the whispers of the past. And then, the first offering to this modern temple was made. The mighty statue of Ramses II, my descendant, son of Ra, weighing 83 tons, transported from Ramses Square in Cairo. The journey took days, streets were closed, hearts trembled, as the colossal king moved once more through the capital he once ruled. When he finally stood in the museum's great atrium, sunlight cascaded down upon him as if the gods themselves had blessed this rebirth. Piece by piece, relic by relic, over 100,000 treasures were transferred here, restored, preserved, and given new life under the hands of Egypt's finest conservators. From colossal statues to delicate jewelry, each artifact carried the memory of a dynasty, waiting to speak again within these walls. And now, In the year 2025, this dream stands ready to open its gates to the world, the Grand Egyptian Museum, born of patience, devotion, and the eternal pride of Egypt. Step with me now through the doors of time. Beyond these glass gates lies not just a museum, but a kingdom reborn, a city of memory carved in light. Within the Grand Egyptian Museum stretch vast halls, each one a world unto itself, echoing the rise and fall of my empire. Over 100,000 artifacts dwell here, organized not by chance, but by the flow of history itself. The museum's galleries are arranged in chronological harmony, guiding the traveler from the dawn of civilization, through the Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and New Kingdom, to the twilight of pharaohs and the coming of foreign dynasties. The first halls are bathed in golden light, dedicated to the birth of Egypt, where stone tools and early pottery whisper of humanity's first spark of order and belief. Move further, and the air grows solemn, the Old Kingdom Gallery, where colossal statues of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure stand as silent guardians beside the relics of pyramid builders. The Middle Kingdom unfolds next, filled with the artistry of rebirth, fine carvings, elegant jewelry, and papyri revealing the science, medicine, and poetry of my people. And then to the heart of the museum, the New Kingdom wing, the golden age of Egypt. Here, kings and gods walk side by side. The walls shimmer with gold and lapis lazuli, colossal statues of Amenhotep III, Thutmose IV, and Hatshepsut gaze upon eternity. Yet among all treasures, one name echoes louder than all: Tutankhamun, the boy who became immortal. Over 5,000 artifacts from his tomb rest here together for the first time in history. His golden throne, his sandals, his chariots, his jewelry, and his divine mask that still blinds the eyes of time. Each object tells the story of a short life that illuminated eternity. Every scarab, every amulet, every brushstroke on a coffin speaks of love, death, and resurrection, the eternal circle of the Nile. Beyond Tutankhamun's wing lies the grand staircase, lined with 87 monumental statues, pharaohs, queens, and gods rising toward the heavens. As you ascend, the light changes from soft amber to pure gold, until you stand face to face with Ramses II, the Sun King, awaiting you in the heart of this new temple. This is not merely an exhibition. It is a resurrection, a civilization reborn, and its eternal witness. They said we were gone, buried beneath the sand and silence. But now we rise again, in stone, in gold, in light. Before you stands Ramses II, the mightiest of all pharaohs. His colossal statue, once greeting travelers at the gates of Memphis, now reigns once more in this new temple of mankind. This giant of granite, 11 meters high and weighing over 80 tons, was moved piece by piece across the heart of modern Cairo to stand again beneath the skylight of eternity. Around him, the great kings and queens of Egypt return. Khafre, the builder of the second pyramid of Giza, his diorite statue shimmering under the museum's celestial light. Nearby, the gentle smile of Hathor, goddess of love and music, welcomes the visitors just as she once welcomed souls into paradise. And from the temples of Luxor and Abydos, fragments of walls. Colossal heads and columns have been reborn, restored, and set in their rightful glory, telling tales of forgotten gods and eternal dreams. Each statue here is not merely carved stone, it is a heartbeat of the earth, pulsing with the same power that once raised the pyramids. As you walk among them, you walk among kings. Their eyes, carved millennia ago, still watch, not with judgment, but with pride. For the Grand Egyptian Museum is more than a house of memory. It is the new temple of civilization, where the ancient and the modern meet, and the voices of the past sing once more. I am the Pharaoh Eternal, and I welcome my children, all of humanity, back home. My children, you who walk beneath the same sun that once kissed the Nile, you have come far, yet not far enough to forget who you are. For every brick, every statue, every scarab in this place was born not only from my hands, but from your spirit too. This museum is not only mine, it belongs to all of humanity. It is the mirror of time, where the past gazes upon the present and the future listens in silence. Within these halls, my voice endures not as a king, but as a teacher, a father, a memory of greatness. I ask not to be worshipped, but to be remembered, for remembrance is the soul's victory over death. Look upon these treasures and see not only gold and stone, but courage, knowledge, and the eternal fire of creation. From the great pyramids to this grand museum, Egypt has always been a message. That civilization is not built by conquest, but by wisdom, faith, and dreams carved into eternity. And now, as the gates of this new temple open to the world, I say unto all nations, protect your history, honor your ancestors, for they are the roots from which your future will bloom. I am the Pharaoh, but today I speak not as a ruler of Egypt, but as a guardian of mankind's memory. Time may fade, empires may crumble, but Egypt never dies. And so, as the echoes of ancient wisdom fade into the golden silence of the museum halls, we ask you to carry this legacy forward. Subscribe to the channel, follow our journey, and become part of the story. What struck you most in this temple of memory? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice is part of history now.